Hey guys, it's Cody, and I'm here with another episode of Cody Talks Politics, where human politics is explained by dogs for dogs. It's been a while since we've made an episode, and I'm sorry about that. It's been pretty loud and stressful around here, so I've been spending most of my time hiding in the shower, and that echo just kills the audio. Anyway, I'm sure you guys have noticed recently that something has been up with our humans. A couple weeks ago, all I wanted was someone to let me out of my crate and give me some pets. And now I'm like, oh, get off me, bro! We've been on like 4 walks already today. A dog needs to sleep, for God's sakes. Anyway, our people have been home a lot. And that's because they're doing a quarantine. I had to do a quarantine once when I had kennel cough, and they wouldn't let me hang out with other dogs at the pound because they were worried I'd get them sick. And I was like, all good, dudes. I love a quarantine because I hate going outside, and I don't really like seeing other dogs. So, isolation is about my favorite thing. The humans are doing a quarantine to avoid the human version of kennel cough, called COVID-19, which results from exposure to coronavirus. It's a pretty nasty disease that causes major problems for many of our humans, including chills, fevers, breathing difficulty, and even death. As I explained in a different episode a few weeks back, death is when you move to a farm upstate. And even though that may sound cool to us, that's a place a lot of humans don't seem to want to go. I guess they don't like farms? Anyway, there's a lot to talk about this virus, and we can't do it all in one episode, but today we should cover how it all started. If you ask 10 humans how this all happened, about 9 of them will tell you that someone ate a bat in China and got sick. Now, one time I ate a bat when I was living on the streets of Georgia, and I'd totally do it again. It's not nearly as good as the organic salmon my parents feed me now, but sorry, that's not the point. Anyway, the short story is that's not really true. No one really knows how the virus got started. We do know it started in China, and we do know that a lot of people who got the virus were also hanging out in these markets where people sell all kinds of animals to eat and do other stuff with, but experts have still not been able to pinpoint the exact origin. It may have been someone came into contact with the bat, or even bat poo, unknowingly, and transmitted it that way. Anyway, Cody, you're asking, why are you droning on about bat poo and making my mouth water? Why does it matter? It matters because humans like to do a thing called blaming. Like when your human gets home and the trash is all over the floor and he says, "Did you do this? Did you eat this? You ate this, didn't you?" And it's like, listen, man, that was minutes ago. Who can remember? Human politicians love blame. They especially love blaming other races or breeds of humans for things. Like, imagine if you were in a pound where kennel cough was spreading to all the dogs and it was bad. Now imagine the veterinarian at the pound came in and he was like, "It's those dirty, disgusting beagles that cause kennel cough." And then everyone would turn their anger and attention to those nasty beagles and focus their rage on them and not pay attention to the fact that really, there's a lot of things that the heads of the pound should be doing to keep us safe now that the virus is out. And it doesn't involve blaming and shaming beagles and pretending it's their weird-ass beagle culture that got us here. Politicians will tell you, oh, all these viruses came from China, like swine flu and MERS. And it's like, nope, that was the US and Saudi Arabia. So really, no one breed of dogs has the monopoly on causing this kind of destruction. In a world where human life is increasingly spilling over into what used to be a remote animal world, humans are simply more susceptible to these kinds of diseases now, and no one breed, not even shitty beagles, have the monopoly on the cause. Our humans should be leery of their politicians engaging in simple blaming. It's like, okay, yeah, there's toilet tissue all over the floor, and maybe it'll feel good to blame me instead of the cat. Maybe it's even my fault. But if all your owner wants to do about it is talk about whose fault it is and not how they're going to go about cleaning it up, that sounds like a great way to divide me and the cat against one another and avoid answering the really tough questions, like what are you going to do about it now? That's all for now, pups. Until then, stay informed.